The season just started and we're already talking about a World Cup that's happening in 3 months. This doesn't make any sense. You created a cash grab tournament, but we're still going to talk about it because content. And don't lie to me, you guys want to see this as well, because today we're looking at some living legends that will play their last World Cup. And for many of you guys, this is your entire childhood. Some of these players made you fall in love with the game, so this is going to be a very emotional one. But this doesn't go for the younger people who grew up watching Mbappe and idolize him. Ugh. But anyways, let's start off and get right into this video. We're starting off with Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, and finally this guy has something to look forward to. Because don't tell me that Ronaldo actually enjoys sitting on the bench next to Harry Maguire. And I know for a fact this is the exact moment that Ronaldo decided, I absolutely despise this club, I'm done with Manchester United, I just want to leave at this point. And Erik ten Hag, honestly, what are you doing? It worked out for you against Liverpool, but you keep saying, oh, Ronaldo is in our future, we want to keep him. But do you really think that putting him on the bench next to Maguire will help the situation? I don't think so. And do I seriously have to talk about Ronaldo's statistics? Because we all know that this guy scored a ton of goals in his career. But f it, I'll just still name them. He scored over 800 goals, 117 for Portugal, which makes him the international top scorer of any country in world football. I did already mention that this guy is 37 and it doesn't really seem likely that he will play another World Cup at the age of 42. And how amazing would it actually be if Ronaldo would win the World Cup with Portugal? Nah, no, of course that's not gonna happen. Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo and Renato Sanchez winning the World Cup? Nah, y'all can forget that. Ronaldo already won the Nations League. You can forget this. You're not gonna win the World Cup, but it's gonna be your last, score a few goals and just end the narrative on a high. Next up is Ronaldo's teammate Pepe, and I promise this is not only going to be Portuguese players, but obviously we have to mention Pepe, because who doesn't love Pepe? He's the only player who can make a great tackle and 2 minutes later kick somebody in the back while already laying down on the floor. And yes, exactly, I'm talking about that moment. You guys all know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, honestly, you've been living under a rock. Just look it up and I'm pretty sure you will find it. Those were the good times. And sure, Pepe might be a little bit crazy, he might be a huge psychopath, but it's easy to forget that he was also a great defender actually. It's insane that he's still going strong at the age of 39. He played 10 years at Real Madrid, where he won 3 Champions Leagues. And right now he's still going strong in Portugal for Porto. And my man also played more than 120 games for the Portuguese national team. So yeah, clearly a weirdo, but also a great defender. And the next player is Luis Suarez, and he's also not necessarily the most sane person in the footballing world. Jesus Christ, was he a great striker. Well, is actually, because he's still playing football over in Uruguay, but yeah, not in Europe anymore. But when he was playing, Suarez was scoring goals for fun at Liverpool, at Ajax, at Barcelona, at Atletico Madrid even. And this guy holds some amazing records. He's the top scorer of the Uruguayan national team. He's the 3rd top scorer in Barcelona history. And he's also the only player to bite another player on 3 different occasions. I didn't check the last one, but I really hope that that's actually true. And like I said, we all know that Suarez can be a great goal scorer. He announced himself at the 2010 World Cup. Hey yo, that was already 12 years ago. Time really flies, that's not normal. During that World Cup, Ronaldo was 24 years old and Messi was only 22. And now both of them are old and they're almost gonna retire. I'm getting a little bit emotional right here. Anyways, moving on. So Suarez is going to play the last World Cup with Uruguay and they're not going to win it, obviously, so he's just playing there for fun. But yeah, anyways, if they can do well in the tournament, it would be a nice way to bow out for him. Next up is Luca Modic, and Jesus Christ, did this guy change during his career. He was great at Tottenham, but his first season at Real Madrid, he was voted the worst signing of that season. And I think even the worst signing in Real Madrid history or something like that. Oh boy, were they wrong. Because fast forward 11 years later, and who doesn't love Modric now? And that's not only because of his personality, it's also because of the great player he has become. Luca literally won everything under the sun with Real Madrid. He's a 3-time Spanish champion, he won the Champions League 5 times, he's a 4-time Club World Cup winner, and many other things which I'm not going to name because it's simply too much. But the most important one for him personally is the 2018 Ballon d'Or. He is the only player that broke up the Messi-Ronaldo duopoly. He was the first player to win it other than Messi and Ronaldo since 2007 when Ricardo Kaká won it. And we also can't forget that he reached the World Cup final in 2018 with Croatia. And the way that he started off this season as well, Modric clearly isn't done yet. Moving on to the next player who recently made the switch to Barcelona, and I'm obviously talking about Polish goal machine Lewandowski. And like I said, this guy scores goals, he's a TikTok star, what can't Lewandowski do? Perform at a European tournament. That is what he can do. Because throughout his entire career, Lewandowski only scored 2 goals in 12 tournament games. And I mean, that can be better, right? And yes, his country doesn't necessarily boast world-class talents like Neymar, Messi and Hakim Ziyech. Yes, I sneaked Hakim Ziyech in there. What are you going to do? Well, that's my credibility out of the window then. You know what? I still need that actually. But still, I mean, yeah, he can do more at European tournaments, even though he plays for Poland. Next up is Sergio Busquets. And even though he's 34, I'm not so sure about this one. And some of you might be thinking, what do you mean? Are you insane or something? Well, I don't necessarily deny that. I have reasoning for this one. Because if you look at his playing style, the way he positions himself in the field doesn't really take that much intensity actually. Because of his well positioning, he doesn't really have to move much. He's not a very explosive player, well, clearly he's not. And because he has such great positioning, vision and passing, he doesn't have to run that much. So in theory, at the age of 38, I think that he can still be important for Spain. Because when he doesn't play, both for Barcelona and Spain, you see that the side is struggling. I personally think that Busquets is really underrated, a great player, but it doesn't really make sense that I think that he will play the next World Cup while I'm saying that this might actually be his last. I don't know. But let's pretend like it is his last, and we can see that this guy had a great career. Not only with Barcelona, where he literally won every single trophy that exists. I mean, this guy was part of a Barcelona team that won 6 trophies in one season. He won 2 European Championships with Spain, 1 World Cup as well against the Netherlands, which still hurts me to this day because Iniesta clearly was offside. How did nobody see that? Literally the one time you need VAR, it still doesn't exist. I'm pissed. I'm just pissed. But yeah, Busquets is a great player, underrated player I think. And this could be his last World Cup as well, but he just had a great career, so he can definitely end on a high if he actually quit. And next up is Angel Di Maria. And yes, an Argentinian player, but not the one that you expected. And if you love football, you love Angel Di Maria, because who doesn't? Manchester United fans, Barcelona fans, FC Porto fans, AC Milan, Inter Milan fans. Anyways, you get the point. This guy is a real footballing legend. The sheer amount of top clubs that he played for: Benfica, Real Madrid, Manchester United, PSG and now Juventus. He also racked up 122 caps for Argentina. And this guy was at his peak around 2013-2014. He had a position change at Real Madrid. He played in midfield and oh Jesus Christ, he was absolutely unbelievable there. He won the Champions League and also at the World Cup he was pretty decent. But like I mentioned before, when he went to Manchester United, all of a sudden everything went completely wrong. But then he went to PSG and in Ligue 1 he definitely got his form back. Because apart from his last season, he had at least 13 goals in every single campaign. And in the 17-18 season, he even scored 21 times in all competitions, which is pretty decent actually. So yeah, Angel Di Maria, you will definitely be missed. And now we're moving on to the last player, and surely you didn't think that I would leave him out. Obviously, Lionel Messi has to be in this list. I mean, are you kidding me? We're starting off with a GOAT and we're ending with one because my God, has Messi been absolutely ridiculous throughout his career. And apart from this dip last season, I'm pretty sure that this season Messi will be back. And there are a few players who won more trophies than Messi. 10 Spanish Cups, 4 Champions Leagues, I'm not gonna name all of this. And the thing is, he was pivotal in every single one of those campaigns. And let's not forget the 7 Ballon d'Ors that he won throughout his career. But with Argentina, it has always been a love-hate relationship. At one point, Messi even retired from international duty before returning just a little while later. And in 2021, Messi finally got what he always wanted, as he won the Copa America with Argentina, which was his first and only international trophy with this country. And I'm not gonna lie, this is the last chance to see Messi actually win a World Cup, but will it happen though? Is Argentina good enough? I don't know, man. I think that they could actually do it. Yeah, there are some good nations, but never write of Argentina and never write of a side with Lionel Messi in it. But that's it, guys. Those eyes should really stop throwing that. That's it. Some players, some legends that will play their last World Cup this not summer, winter obviously. I still can't get used to it. It's so strange, man. Let me know in the comments down below which nation is going to win the World Cup. Gonna be Portugal with Ronaldo? Absolutely not. Is it gonna be Argentina with Messi? Possible. Or another nation? Just let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and click my videos on the end screen right now, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.